Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds. Did they just do that light flash to have something show up? No. I guess it does always. The Street Fighter 6 collaboration thing started a few days ago. I have not looked at it. I'm assuming it's this. And I kind of just want to see what's up with it. There's armor, I think. But with the most recent update, it's been very laggy every time I go to a new place. Vespa unit, tempered monsters have been cropping up. Oh, is this just 8-star tempered? Yeah. It is bad timing. New tempered monsters, new event. I'm not sure if this is for the event or the tempered monsters that have showed up. Ah. You should have a good time at the mall then. No idea what this is. Maybe it is. Ultimate strength has to be the event, right? Very straightforward voice. I can't remember which it even was. Some sort of brawl? Oh, yes, this is definitely the quest. If it was in a brawl, clearly it got punched by Akuma. Saw someone fighting a monster in the air. He jumped up and uppercut. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, they made some weird changes. They buffed some weapons? Like they improved the hammer and normal ammo for bow guns, or the light bow gun at least. Interesting. So this guy got saved? Interesting. Oh, yeah, the game's kind of running poorly. What the heck? Oh, I was carrying a salamander. Yeah, to shop at the mall, or just to have cash for other. Anyway, it's not important. The specifics of just. I mean, everything is what it is. Okay, something. Yeah. I've never interfaced with like console stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they used to sell like physical cards that would work for that. Do they still do that? Not necessarily for, I don't know if they used to do it for Game Pass. I just know that you could get like PlayStation cards. Okay. Well, no, I guess technically gift cards is what they are effectively, but they're like, you know, you get a code to exchange for a month of PlayStation Now. I don't know what the PlayStation one's called. I know the Game Pass one's called Game Pass. Which is, it's a funny, it feels old while also not feeling really old. Like, there's no reason for it to feel old. It's probably pretty practical. And it's easier than, you know, buying a what there's you can buy basically money cards that you could then use for whatever. I should put a camp here actually. Oh yeah, I forgot how to use camp. Nah, it's dangerous, not worth it. I guess to me, because it feels old because my only exposure to that specific stuff was a friend when I was younger. Yeah. I think they could definitely, like, they could make a lot of these bigger. But there's not many wide open spaces in this map. So having a couple open areas would be nice. And it'd be a good way to expand. This map has a lot of dead ends that I've never actually looked at. I'm gonna see if I... Yeah, I can't auto run to auto explore. Yeah, I think... Oh, turf wars often end with one of them running away. Usually the loser, so it's kind of... It would be a very different type of turf war. I just need to figure out something real quick. Separate. Cantor, Gravios. Yeah, big guys. And then actually have a Cantor walk away. Like, oh, I won this fight. I will leave because it was just a show of dominance for the monster. So it looks like I'm supposed to go... Oh, is that where... No, that's where that guy's moving. I just... It would be a different dynamic that I think could be a good idea. Well, yeah. The Gravios was just making noise and the Cantor was trying to sleep. That would be a fun turf war to set up. Where post turf war, the monster that won would win every time. Just leaves and takes a nap. Okay, I think I need to go up a level. Because this current floor seems like there's nothing here. Because this is the lower stratum, not the middle. very hard to judge, I think. Oh, frame rate. Oh. Okay, something smells nearby. I think they'll try to move. Like, Ukanlos is a weird guy, isn't it?
お待ちください。あれは
ゲリオスだ。歴戦個体のようだが、すでに力尽きているな。
相手もまた歴戦の猛者だったという可能性もありますね。
Ukanlos is a flying wyvern? Just looking at a picture of it makes it seem like it should be a brute or something. Just because it looks big. That feels like a weird classification. Is it really? It doesn't look like it can fly. I guess, I mean, Rajang could fly in old games, kind of, so can't really say much. Because what is flying if not jumping into space? I guess what is jumping into space if not flying? Though there are a few big areas, just not large and underground. They're just oily. Okay, they said we should look somewhere else. Interesting. I wonder what monster this will be. A Rumpopolo? Ukanlos. I don't know what his behavior is. Okay, this is back to the start. That's useless. Maybe I want to go that way? No, this was the level. Which means I need to go up, back to where I just was. And there's Alma not following quickly. Wonder if this story is going to be anything to this event. Okay, it's going to stop tracking now? Or do I have to do it manually? Okay, good. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. It's been running worse today. Which is a shame. Oh, there's a path over here. Feels like it's a fitting place for...
お待ちください。あれ
Ooh, it's a Rathian. Wow.
リオレイヤ。しかも歴戦の個体のものだろう。何者かと争った結果のようだ。
It's funny that they insist on consistently calling it...
自然史でしょうか。
They're always tempered monsters. It couldn't just be a normal
少し構わない
guy.
どうにも気にかかるんだ。この地で力尽きている複数の歴戦個体がいずれも自然史ではなさそうだが
No signs of
モン
struggle.
スター同士で大きく争った後も見られない。
Kind of interesting.
おっしゃる通り、何か特別な要因があると考えてみるのが自然でしょうね。では、マキさんにお話を聞きに行きませんか？ 普段から採取に出ている彼女なら何
Cutscenes.
かご存知かもしれません。
Are you saying like Street Fighter
え
or Marvel X
岩壁に
Capcom
出かけるモンスターの死体
X
あ
Monster Hunter
あ、し
Wilds?
かも我々が歴戦の個体と呼んでいる特に危険性の高いモンスターのことだ。
It's a little bit more
あちこちで噂してるからね。
interconnection.
ろくろワンちゃんも言ってたよ。全部げんこつで殴り倒したんだろ。やっぱあの人たちは
That would be very hard to make because presumably
我々は
the people involved would want it to,
歴戦個体のモンスターを素手
I don't know, make people want to play their game, but that'd be fun.
ついさっきもモンスターと殴り合うのを見たっていう話を聞いたんだ。でもさ、
Like, what? I mean, Final Fantasy,
私が知ってるハンターさんがするようなことじゃないと思う。
some sort of Dragon Quest, things that they have or would do
やはり人間の仕業とは考えにくいのだが、
that would actually impact gameplay and not just be, oh, this is a quest that's labeled as being related to Mega Man, but it just has special music.
って言ってたけど、まだそこにいるかどうかはわかんないね。
その情報で十分
Okay, yeah. Just run downstairs. But yeah, it's kind of... Wrong button. Run to here. I wonder, like, what could match together? Like, Digimon, Pokemon, and Monster Hunter Wild wouldn't work. Some sort of weird Dragon Quest Final Fantasy could, like, fit together in some way. Having some sort of theme would probably be a lot easier than having a Street Fighter character fight a Final Fantasy boss. Oh, there's an elevator there. Huh. I've ignored that. So I am currently on the lowest level. Okay, nothing's happening here. 'Cause yeah, it would require... I assume it would need proper, you know... Oh, Rathalos. Makes sense. If that's where it is. But it isn't. Just a coincidence. Or it's up here. On the map. Perfectly visible with their name written.
いました。あの方でしょうか。
Time to talk to the guy that looks kind of like a Goron.
はじめまして。我々はハンターズギルドという組織に所属する者。ありていに言えばカリュードです。
He's just so muscular and like beaten, like tough. And he doesn't wear a
あな
shirt.
たこそあれだけのモンスターをその身一つで打ち倒している。よほどの鍛錬を積
Just
ん
an
だ
extreme mass of muscle. Makes me think of Gorons.
その行動がこの地に与える影響は小さくはない。どうかここは拳を収めてはもらえないだろうか。
Yeah. He's actually a tempered monster. It's also the disconnect between story and gameplay is a little silly here. like, they're just saying don't kill these monsters when the entire Monster Hunter gameplay loop is kill every monster.
おっしゃることはわかります。しかし私たちが目指すこととは。
これすべて強さ求むる者の業と知れ。覚悟なくば失せよ。
いや、そうはいかない。
されば示せ。我も殺意の
Oh, imagine fighting him right here.
今見せん。一瞬戦撃。
If the Gorons are a little rounder. Oh no, he's just beating us up. Darn, we don't even get to fight. We just lose.
一撃にして戦、戦撃にして一。極むれば
And visual bugs. Lovely.
かとなる。
Cape clipping into the body because the model was never meant to lie down like that.
殺意をその身に宿したか、狩人よ。力なき者の見る道は力なき者の道に過ぎず、果てなき錬磨と強き者との死闘。ただそれのみが強さへの道のりと知れ。
But, I mean, I guess it fits that the hunter's totally fine when they stand up.
我が剣を収めたくば、うぬが力こそを示すべし。
Yeah. If you replaced all of his hair with, like,
それからよ。
more face, he would look a lot like a Goron. Okay, well, I guess it's an arena quest. That's weird. Yeah. That would be great. Or even missing like 90% of your HP, but it's all red health, so it recovers. Oh, the frame rate's weird. I'm not gonna fight this with a bow gun. That will go poorly. Wait, they've changed this. Did it always have the white outline around the tent? It looks to me like they've added white outlines around stuff that I don't remember. Maybe they were there before and I'm just going crazy. But at least around the tent, I don't remember it. Well, I think Adra-Khan mostly is a reasonable level of aggression. Oh, this might be a preset weapon choice anyway, so my choice might not matter. I didn't actually check that. Yep, presets. Which weapon is the least awful set? This is a heavy bow, longsword, greatsword, switch axe. If I just use a switch axe, I'm fine. Yeah, that's a safer choice. I mean, I doubt they will change the level of aggression. Outside, I mean, master rank, they could become more aggressive. Are you not quite yourself? Oh, that's weird.
それに
あるまよ。我が
That's
支配
goofy.
その両の眼でしかと見届けよ。
Ooh, good thing, no injury. Just sort of weird. By equipping Akuma armor, you can use special items and gestures. When equipped, press X to perform special actions. Press Y or B to follow up with special moves. Press X to perform a move that acts as an offset attack. If you hit a monster's wound or weak point, you will perform an attack. You can use a gesture and use the Hadouken, I don't know, as slinger ammo. Register these new actions to the custom radio menu in order to act. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's such a weird... Okay, so I do that to set that as slinger ammo. Okay, time for the true fighting game system. Just shoot the whole fight. I do like that dodge. Like, shoot this, and then it's like a slide in the air. Oh. It's kind of neat. Okay, that doesn't have a follow-up. The other one has a follow-up. Oh. This whole setting is very silly. The music is presumably from Street Fighter. I didn't mean to eat that. I just want to use these new abilities, so instead of a real weapon. The damage seems good. Seems hard to hit with, but... Oh, I just grabbed that for some reason. Shoot the burst pods faster, please. Because they're in my way. It's very weird. I'll have to see. I think I have to actually connect the first hit. So it's this one that does the combos. You have to hit. Oh, that's not good. It's kind of confusing to me. I have to actually pay attention to the timings on the hits. I don't know. I guess the first hit's a double hit. Yeah. No, it isn't. Ooh, it staggers. Cool. Okay, and that's the wound break. Interesting. Okay, and the text on the right side overlapped because it's not meant to have this much text at the same time. Oop. What's this? If I hit... Okay, the drive is left trigger right bumper. Oh, I just did that. Okay. Okay, you have to hit it faster. To do stuff. It's different, like, rate of input as opposed to necessarily. I kind of hate that visual. I'm pressing the wrong buttons, aren't I? I'm not pressing B at all to see what it does. I'm just pressing X. You know, Assuming, well, I guess you can use a dagger for the Slinger ammo anyway. Light. Just lights go into that. I should try the other stuff. 1, 2. Y does that, which is pretty good. Oh, okay, so the B is kicks. Very weird. That's very funny. So it's what? This. It does run into the same reason that I'm definitely not good at fighting games. It's much more combo focused. I actually don't remember this attack because I haven't fought this in a while. Oop, yep, bad. I wonder if they have it all written out. Can I just Hadouken? Darn, I can't Hadouken from here. Oop, that's a real weapon. I don't want that. Yeah, I'm not on the correct piece of equipment, that's why. Wait, no, but this is the offset, isn't it? You're too slow? I think that's the offset one. Okay, I just did that, wished into it. I mean, giving them actual proper dangerous attacks is a good idea. But then, if it's added then, it's not a master rank attack, it's just a stronger attack. But I don't think there's any issues with it. That's weird. This premise is very weird for this quest. It took a very long time, but... I mean, if I could run the... If I could run those as items in my inventory for, like, different options, that could be pretty fun. Like, having actually threatening moves would be nice. Like, because at least from Rise to Sunbreak, it felt like it's just extra moves. And if the 8-star tempered monsters are just bigger numbers, that's... I would say lame. So if that's actually like new, potentially more dangerous moves, then I think that's the better idea. I think that's the correct direction. See, I know nothing about the 8-star tempereds. If they're sort of more like how Jin Dahad was in high rank, that would be fun, but that would be a bit too much, probably. A creature's holding something? What? Is the deed done? Yes. The intent to kill. The killing intent has been by your creed. Sublimated, your smile seems an echo of his. Like Ryu or somebody? Yeah. Until it's all just like lightly modified versions of high rank. It'd be such a letdown. Only way forward. Oh, and that's the end. Complete. Oh, so I have to get tickets to forge items. Arena Quest True Strength has been unlocked. Compete with hunters in time attack. I can't wait to see all the cool, like, you might have meant visual, you might have meant effects. I do not know which, but I definitely can't wait to see, like, cool set effects, at the very least. Even if they don't look the coolest necessarily. I think, I would hope they would make it look nice, but I also wouldn't be shocked if it kind of was a letdown. But they will always at least have... Why does this have an exclamation mark? I guess I never looked at it. They'll always at least have cool effects gameplay-wise. What are these event quests? Unique equipment parts. Are they just rusted weapon shards? Really? This one's a special piece of equipment. With the sealed dragon cloth? So true strength. I could do better on the demonic strength by actually using a weapon. They both drop the tickets. You can now craft armor sets that change your entire appearance. Equipping one piece will automatically change all other armor pieces. You forge and sell full armor sets as one, however upgrades and decorations are specific to each piece. Interesting. What is that set? Why'd these sets get added out of nowhere? So this is the full set. It gives Part Breaker, Heroics, Part Breaker, Evade Window, Part Breaker. As well as Drive Impact can trigger offset attacks, further increase power of offset attacks. Interesting. I could give my character glasses. Yeah. That's kind of... I guess that's why it costs 6 tickets each if you're crafting the entire thing. Or 5 tickets, I'm bad at counting. I'm bad at reading numbers more accurately. I guess I never looked at these, that's why they have exclamations. It's an interesting set. Oh, it's only an alpha set, though. I guess that makes their lives easier to only have one set to work with. It actually has pretty good decoration slots. I'm surprised. I mean, they're definitely going to add more of those armor sets, right? maybe every event will have a full armor set of some type. Gotta get the super aggressive monsters to fight. Evil tongue monster. I think they will do it eventually, right? I mean, I can't even use that. Wow. I'm really hoping. I mean, there's always going to be some sort of tempered, like arc tempered. I feel like it'd be good to add in, like, if they added it like April 1st, like a arc tempered Chatacabra released on April 1st. It's a perfectly reasonable fight, but it's kind of goofy. They buffed Olivia as a support hunter because they buffed the hammer. Anyway, let's just use a real weapon this time. Early. Oh wait, I was never gonna get past that. What I should do is, yeah, Drive Impact is ready. I actually don't think there would be anything wrong with having a huge variety of arc-tempered monsters. I wonder what well, there's probably some monsters that, like, they could justify never having an arc-tempered version because, I don't know, arc-tempered is special beyond tempered. And if it's just a monster that is so flimsy by itself that, like, it's so hard for it to survive any wounds that it just can't get an arc-tempered version. Ooh. I was about to say I almost ran out of stamina, but I did run out. But it was worth the damage, I think. Oof, I thought it was out of the AoE. Rough. Oops, I missed. I wonder how valuable this is as a wound punisher. It doesn't seem better than, like, Witch Axe or something. Also, Olivia's really bad at being useful. She's just driving for no reason. Oh yeah, cooldown. Okay, I don't have time to counter if I counter the first part. It's good to know. I can get it here. Oh, I got lucky. Yeah, too aggressive. Imagine some sort of weird arc-tempered hunter. Okay, I'm kind of annoyed that hit, but... don't know, it's a weird event so far. The story's kind of funny. There's not really much to the story, as it were, but I do like the idea of this full armor. Too slow. Okay. I want to see if I can do a aerial attack. It's funny that there wouldn't be an aerial attack given like aerial combos being an entire category. It feels like not having any aerial combos would be weird. Numbers are fairly low. Okay, run away. I can't remember. The Hunter Clash? It was probably Clash. Like it's like a fighting game, right? I think this is a bit too flashy, that wound break. It's a bit much visually. Oh yeah, cooldowns. Interesting. Yeah, you gotta clash with the monsters. I wanted to check if this had a combo guide in-game. Ooh, 2 tickets. Still only B rank. That's a lot of stuff for clearing it. It would be funny to have a Monster Hunter fighting game and then like the first special character added is like, oh, here's Kuma from Street Fighter. Darn, doesn't seem like there's a whole section dedicated to that control scheme. Oh, never mind, right here. Perfect. So, assisted combo 1. So, press X is just punching. Assisted combo 2. Ooh, that's kind of cool, that last hit. And assisted combo 3 is the spin kick. On keyboard, this shares a control bind with knife attacks. Oh, so yeah, you have to left trigger, right bumper during a combo. effective against monster wounds and weak points. There may be another way to pull it off. Wearing the full armor set gives the drive impact offset attack capability. So it can't offset, which means you can use it without the armor. A gesture that performs an uppercut attack. So I need to get the uppercut. I need to figure out the other way to pull it off properly. I mean, I think there could be like a, well, Rage Meter could exist as like a skill on a specific category of weapon. I definitely think there could be more status and ailments. Those, I think there definitely can be more of. But some sort of like rage build-up mechanic on a certain armor set. I'm assuming the Akuma stuff is not crafted. Did I get it as an item? Or do I get it when I craft the armor? Or do I have to understand it? Okay, it's temporarily add. I guess I can just make a new loadout for now with the sure you can gesture. If I, how do I even access that? Oh, I mean, I have to hit F1 on my keyboard to go to there. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Won't be able to heal, but I want to see what happens. Oh, I should probably check what... Okay, first remove Fort Huntress because she's useless, but if I'm just punching stuff, and if it benefits from armor skills, then what do I want? Oh yeah, I don't want that. Okay, so I would want one of these. Burst is probably good. Flawless is staying full HP. Versus Mighty and Tenderizer. Full stamina. Let's try this one. It's funny for Akuma to have a bow on their back. I thought I turned off the board hunters. Oh well. Oops. So I can only shuriken at the end of a combo. It's like one... Okay, wrong button. 1, 2, 3, and then do that. I mean, I sort of feel there's no reason in either direction for Thregios to return or to not return. Okay, hitbox is a little wider than I thought. Oh. That's awkward. Okay. I see how that works now. Like, I think... Oh, I forgot the blast. Oh, and it's buggy. That's hard to hit. Okay. I got sent to the ground because the gesture doesn't actually put me in the air. Interesting. That does a good amount of damage. Like, I don't think there's anything particular about Seregios that would make it harder to implement, right? That's unfortunate. I got bumped at the last, just before he went down, and then I just couldn't escape. Let's reset. Like, they might not bring Seregios back because it was in Sunbreak, so it doesn't need to be brought back. They might bring it back because it wasn't in World, so they might as well bring it back for that reason. Like, I don't know. It is... I do think Seregios is just sort of another monster, and I'm doomed. Like, it's a relatively notable one. Well, because the only reason specific would just be Seregios doesn't have the same, like, renown, in my mind at least. Like World, well, Iceborne Rajang has the renown that would have been like, oh, they gotta bring it back. Whereas Seregios is just sort of, oh, I didn't activate the Hadouken. Like, I'm not saying they shouldn't bring it back. I'm just saying, like, a lot of... No, oh, okay, come on. That's annoying. Okay, that's a very annoying system. Well, like, there's definitely a lot of monsters that people aren't clamoring to have return. Seregios might be one of the favored monsters to bring back. Okay, I'm just in the wrong setting. But I don't think it has the same... crazy appeal. Like, there's definitely other monsters that I can't think of. Which, I mean, the fact that I can't think of the other monsters that are not... Like, people aren't asking for some monster because I can't remember the name of the monster. Yeah, I don't like this fighting system. Guess it's all 3-hit combos. Ooh, and you can't combo from combo one to combo to another. Yeah. Restart. I mean, I should continue, but I just kind of want to practice anyway. I mean, if you get 2-shot, then that's still comboing you to death. It's just not a long combo. Personally, I don't like the idea of being comboed to death, just because it is kind of... If it's a guaranteed combo and you can't do anything about it, it might as well just kill you on the first hit, instead of wasting your time. I hate that that has such a huge ground effect for so long. It's just slow. Where is the orange? The orange is torso? Like, I think in Sunbreak combo or Rise, combos can work well because it's sort of like if you burnt all of your bugs, you can get comboed to death, but if you had the bugs, then you would have survived. So having like a mechanic to let you escape the combos, but if you use it to I hate orange. If you use it too aggressively, you can't escape. I give up. I mean, they're to a certain, like, special kind of grab as a counter maybe, but they already have a grab that you can break out of. And like, if you don't have stuff prepared to shoot it, you don't die. They don't do enough damage, but that's still... It's still high rank, so it's not gonna 100% combo you at this point. Good. Why did I press the attack button? There it is. I mean... Have you been fighting stuff? Yeah. Have you been doing like solo fights and stuff, or? That would make it potentially more difficult. Whoop. Oh. We want to try to counter. That's kind of silly. There's the counter. Well, that doesn't last very long. That's kind of bad. Unless I needed to press another button to follow it up. Maybe I need to press another button to follow it up. Okay, I didn't dash in the right direction. I hate that attack. Because the ground tremor does almost nothing. I had some sort of weird super armor there. And I almost died instantly because of the super armor, actually. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the combo. Good hit, thank you. These attacks don't feel flexible enough. They feel very rigid. Probably because they have very short range. And I'm out of gauge. Limiting gauge is kind of annoying. Kind of don't know why they would need to limit the gauge on that attack. Yeah, I'm just... There's other... It's just sort of the other weapons as well. I'm just thinking about, like... The bowguns have limited wound break attacks. And, like, this has that similar feel of being... limited. But I guess if it's mostly a reference, that's fine. And I guess really the reference is more important than it being a viable option. Like, it doesn't really need to be a viable combat choice if it's fun. And that's better than the first one. Is it a counter? Street Fighter 6 counter move to, like, oh, they do an attack, you do that and turn it around? It might be a 5 actually. Now which piece should I craft if they all get made when I craft one of them? Let's craft the gloves. It's the full armor set, 25,000. It is crafted. Well, that's the event done, other than trying to fight that more. I guess I'll equip it and fight the Fulgur Anjanath event quest. But first, I should save equipment loadouts. That I don't have to deal with it later. Full Akuma set. I'm going to punch stuff. Let's go full stamina, which is useless actually, so that's a bad idea. So this inherently gives me 3 levels of Heartbreaker, so that's already full. This is not the right choice. I'm just picking whatever at this point. I do, however, need to steal my Steadfast Jewels. Steadfast and Adapt. Medicine is fine. Ground tremors might be nice. I already have a Vade Extender max with this, but if I swap that for the stun resist charm, I can go full anti-tremor, which is pointless. I'm just picking it because it's funny. I don't know, it fits the character, I think, to be good against ground tremors. Then I can do the level 2s with jumping. And sure, evasion. I hate it. I hate that set. Terrible choice. But now I have these to work with. I mean, I imagine, based on very little, that world monsters are probably easier for them to bring back. Assuming it's built on the same stuff, same monster rigs and whatever, they're probably the easiest to bring back. So any from that aren't in this, like Rajang. Maybe some Iceborne. Oh goodness, this game. That frame rate is terrible. Like, something about the most recent update made loading zones really bad. Fight me. About the worst monster to try to punch to death. Yeah, I think whatever the update was, kind of, they messed something up. What is the current? Oh, it's a scam notion? Like, oh, the monsters are easy to bring forward or something? Or the game runs terribly now? Oh, you can't do that yet. I mean, some of that's probably pretty true. It being relatively unfinished, at least. But it also... yeah. I've enjoyed playing it, and I'm happy enough with that for now. And that's kind of the problem. Where it's a fun game, and that makes it easier for them to get away with terrible optimization and such. Okay, can I punch its head? That's cool. I don't know if it's the same issue on, like, one thing I noticed, apparently there's a lot of, Capcom's bad at, like, I don't know how it plays on console, but like Capcom's consistently been bad about anything like PC sided. I really don't like that flashing. It's quite over the top. It's intentional, obviously, but I don't know what that noise was. Hadouken. You can't Hadouken in the air. Wow, it actually opened a wound. This is better than it should be. Oop. Ah. I really don't understand what's going on during that, as always. Okay, I need to stop even trying to use that. What happens if I do that? Oh, it doesn't trigger anything, lame. That hit is annoying. It's slow. Good counter. Oh yeah, pressing X to put away a weapon when I don't want a weapon out. I think I got exactly what I expected from this game, honestly. Slightly terrible optimization. Oh, too slow. Maybe fewer monsters than I expected on release, but... Oh, he ran away. Coward. He can't win against Street Fighter. I don't know what that sound is. Maybe it's something on the ground that I'm ignoring. Maybe there's a token or whatever, the coin. Ancient coin. Up over. Okay. I don't know if that's worth it. It's very slow. It's actually maybe one of the weaker wound breaks because it doesn't actually hit the wound much. It's consistently hitting its face instead. Thorn grass everywhere I need it. Well. Okay, I could not try to offset that. That was doomed. Keep it putting wrong combo. Rough. Very weird. I guess the levels of Part Breaker is kind of nice for this, though. Okay. Whatever. Gonna stand there, try to get the wounds. Slow. The offset seems pretty reliable, though. That was fun. Punching a dinosaur. Very different approach. Doesn't feel particularly quick.
Akuma wins!
Kind of wish he didn't do the Akuma wins every fight, but... That's weird. I think that's a mistranslation. It's either a mistranslation or it's a joke. I hope it's a joke. Because the ominousness being palatable would be a pretty fun joke instead of palpable. I don't know what that is for even. Oh, there it is. A cloth. Yeah, it's probably supposed to be palpable, not palatable. That has nothing to do with taste. Because otherwise it's kind of meaningless. Well, no, the, there could have been a joke. The item that I just picked up, the ominous cloth, I think it's a mistranslation. I don't know where I would find it. Crap, no. It said that the ominousness was palatable. You know, like, oh, that meal was palatable, instead of it being palpable. Detail. The ominousness is palatable. And if it was like a chef piece of armor that you crafted with it, it would be a joke. Or it could be a joke. But with how the rest of it's written, it's probably supposed to be palpable. Unless there is a deeper joke that I'm missing. I'm gonna fight this with a real weapon. Except it did depart, so I guess I'm punching it. I can insect glaive. Or bowgun, still an option. Just worse armor. You know what? Akuma has a gun. I think that's funny. Wait, is this my pierce bow gun? No, this is not my pierce bow gun. 'Cause my pierce bow gun had rapid fire on the pierce ammo. Okay, that's a longer range than I thought it was. What is the range on this? Oh no, shorter range than I thought. I think they changed that. Oh no, that was Pierce ammo. It switched to my Pierce ammo. Okay. Which means this is my Pierce bowgun. This is the Rathian bowgun that I picked up. Because it had multiple levels of Pierce, I remember. That looks pretty terrible. That's not terrible. It's rough. And it felt a lot better to be punching it, but this is probably faster. Too aggressive. Missed. Terrible aim. We just have an opening? Does. Goodness, what a bad wound break that is. I guess I missed the wound because I shot it too late, that's why. It's still pretty bad. This bowgun feels great. Still better than punching it, for sure. Oh, welcome back. Akuma is using a gun. No more fair and square with the fists. Ooh. A baby brother type movie? Or just a movie while they're there, so it doesn't need to worry quite as much about being Ultraman sounds like I should know. Like it's a Mega Man-esque. But yeah, I don't know Ultraman. Oh, that's a bad jump down. But that sounds much more... It sounds kid-friendly, even if it's not, you know, targeted at kids. Oh, Ultraman. So like that I guess that would be the context. Makes sense. I've definitely heard the name before, but it's sort of like Ultraman, Mega Man, Astro Boy, whatever, various ones that feel kind of similar to me because I don't know what they are, and because I don't know what they are, I've associated them all together. I know what Mega Man is, for reference. I would imagine not. Just because, I don't know. At least Godzilla in the... My impression of Godzilla in the world of not the recent super monster fights is that it's somewhat grounded in the fact that the humans are not able to fight it effectively. We're like Ultraman fighting kaiju in what was the Godzilla minus the whatever the Godzilla movie was. It was really well received because it was a serious, like, look at the impacts of war on Japan. -1. I couldn't remember if it was Godzilla -1 or Godzilla minus Godzilla, but I think the minus Godzilla would be Garfield minus Garfield, which I don't know a lot about either, but... Okay, I really hate the wound break on this weapon. It's so bad. It was a lot faster than punching it. Ultraman. And I can search Ultraman briefly. A 1966 television series is where it began.
貴重な調査の機会逃さないようにしないと。
Well, apparently it's sort of a common reference like Superman is. It's fun. There's the 2 cloths that I needed. Yeah, 8 minutes instead of like 16 or whatever. Much better. Ultraman Rising? Interesting. I mean, the cover looks cute. I could maybe. Baby kaiju or baby human? Or both? But if I change my items, if I switch to my normal equipment... Do I still have that? I don't. Kinda wish I could, but... Oh, the baseball player. Wait, Ultraman is a giant superhero. Oh, it's that character. Oh my goodness, the like cheap visual. The picture of Ultraman on the Wikipedia page for the character Ultraman. That specific visual. I've seen it not in actual watching anything, but like references to that. Yeah, that's a distinct style. I guess so. It's no. The specific picture has to be a newer rendition because it's slightly less cheap looking. But seeing pictures, yeah, the original 1966 versions, there's 3 pictures, and they all look very cheap. I mean, they're all pretty cheap. It's a helmet and a fairly simple suit. But I should do this again. I should try to aim for at least A rank in both. Like the original design, it is distinct because it's so simple. Like the thin suit with a little orb and then the helmet. Nope. I just want to mount real quick. That's a lot of damage. If I get it to run into the wall twice. Less damage than I thought it would be. Jet Jaguar. I mean, I think there's a lot of Japanese giant dude in some variety that fights, or things at least inspired by Japanese giant things that fight giant monsters. Oops, wrong button. I don't know Jet Jaguar. Well, I mean, I don't really know Ultraman, so I mean, it's not surprising that I don't know. Oh. Yeah, like one that was flying. Oh. Like going into like learning it for it, like learning before going, or taking like courses, or like I don't know. I actually don't know the regular university college process, especially in the US. Because like what I did was not a lot of choices most of the way through. Like most courses were preset. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't know anything about that whole system. I do think, you know, learning stuff is... Oh, Gauge, I forgot. Learning is good, and if it's a topic that you like, that's probably better. I think the only possible case against it would be if you already like it and then maybe the learning makes you hate it, is I think the only argument against it, but that's not something you can assume will happen. A good A rank, that's all I need. Like, my impression is it's a valuable skill to have. Like, not even necessarily... I believe it's probably a fairly... popular profession, line of work. So it's not like... I don't know, 20 years ago, maybe it would have been easier to make use of. But then it would have been harder to get into in the first place, and I don't know, but... Yeah, I thought I had here... oh, wait, no, this is... Yeah, I'm silly. It's probably one of those things where it's... like, there's gonna be... you know, difficulty in application, but... I don't know enough about context, though. It's... my impression is that it is an applicable skill, for sure. And this is not meant as a dig at... like... philosophy as a area of study. But it's probably easier to apply. Well, easier to apply outside of academia. Okay, there's no follow-up on that, which is kind of lame. Well, no, like, I would not say, I can't say anything about whether anything should or shouldn't be pursued. I'm just saying that my impression is 3D modeling, animation, all that is probably more broadly applicable than philosophy, which is a positive. I don't know how easy it is to apply, but it has more space. Now the space might be super populated, it might be a difficult space to work with, but and this is maybe from a weird point of view, but I would my vision, how I view it, it's probably easier to apply it, oops, for like hobbies than a lot of, well, philosophy could be applied in a hobby if you're just like reading, if you just enjoy reading philosophical books. Oops, too slow. Oh wow, that doesn't even cancel his attack. Wow, that's really bad. What is the point of that offset if it doesn't offset? Yeah. Oh, yeah, gauge on weak. I hate the gauge on the weak point. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those things where, like, I definitely don't know, but it's like, I would say my naturally limited experience is that it really does feel like sometimes you would take courses that are not important, so courses that you would potentially enjoy seem like a good idea. Oh, yeah, this gives nothing. Like,
Akuma wins.
too slow, way too slow. I bet using a real weapon would be faster. There's plenty of courses where by the end of it, it's like, oh, it's over. I didn't really learn anything. Just generally, not necessarily specifically in that context, but okay, Pierce, normal. What is this? It seems like a bad weapon to choose because I don't know how to use it. I don't know. Like, it's not something that I've ever... Why am I doing 0 damage? Oh, interesting. Its back takes 0 damage. Oop, I'm bad. I forgot how to use the weapon. Like, I've never done anything in that context, but I think I've always felt that if I tried to do something like that, it would never be fun. But then, like, there's sort of a question, I think, of whether it's like the goal, sort of. This is not a good choice of weapon either. Like, I'm just thinking there's a different, like, category of things. Okay, so for now I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna get a wound triggered with the fists and then go from there. I'm just thinking, like, there's different categories of things people make, you know, like, there's people who make, or there's like it's a specific reference, but there's a game that's been made that is kind of just an implementation of Pathfinder, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the role-playing game, where it's basically just a simple adventure, but it's implementing the rule set in a way that makes it playable on a computer instead of, and like with AI and everything, instead of it being the normal system for a role-playing game. Like, building that sort of system, I think would be easier to then play it, do stuff with it yourself, because it's more of a, it's more of just like a system to work with. Where, like, if it was building a whole game with the whole story and everything, that would be a lot harder. But, like, implementing something that you would want to make use of seems more flexible. Or easier to enjoy. Wonder what they're saying. Whether it's just a random gibberish word, or if it has a meaning. Nope. The, like, Shao Kahn, or whatever is being yelled by Akuma. Like, I wonder whether it, you know, has a meaning in Japanese, or if it's just like a name. Almost died. That would have been bad. Like, he could be yelling punch for all I know. Too late on the potential offset. Oh yeah. Like, I'm just wondering whether it's like real Japanese or like meaningless like game Japanese, story Japanese, like because it could just be like Ultra Punch or something, which would be real speak, or it could be some like Street Fighter character's name that they're punching. They're not punching. Well, they're punching actually. Or for all I know, it could be the name of their dead wife. I don't know if Akuma has a dead wife. He seems like the type of character that would lean on that type of overused trope. He's evil because his wife died. I'm not assuming he is, but also I'm assuming he's evil. He might not actually be evil. He just sort of has the aesthetics of an evil villain. Oh yeah. I mean, if he's a demon, he probably doesn't have a wife. Was he the guy that died and got thrown off a cliff? And then, like, that was referenced in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Or was that a different character entirely? Well, I know that either Street Fighter or one of these fighting games, that was terrible. 8 minutes? Ooh. Oh no, that was... Oh, I almost had the name. I had the guy's name. It's not him. It's a different character. It might be from a different fighting game. Yes. And then, yes, Kazuya, I think was the one... Either he got thrown off a cliff, or some version of him got thrown off a cliff. Tekken. Okay, yeah, it's Tekken. Oh, did he throw somebody else off a cliff? I'm surprised. Kazuya. It never really crossed my mind. I don't know enough about fighting games, but it's funny that they had Kazuya and Ryu from different fighting games in Smash. Competing fighting games. I'm gonna try Bowgun, see how it feels. I expect this to go poorly. Kazuya's act of throwing all of the defeated fighters off the cliff in this reveal trail is reminiscent of his ending in Tekken and Tekken 7, where he did the same thing to Heihachi, according to the Super Smash Bros. Wiki. So yeah, he threw Heihachi off a cliff. There's a bow on the back of my bowgun. That's very weird looking. Is he poisoned? Oh, he is poisoned. Good. Oh, wait, they buffed spread ammo. Wait, that's recover ammo. It still feels kind of bad, but they buffed it apparently. I still hate it. I still hate spread ammo, but you get 9 attempts in this quest. I'm still resetting because I have a time limit. And I just noticed that after dying I have 8 more. Oh, funny fact lists. Like, only Kazuya, Dark Pit, and Wii Fit Trainer didn't appear in any other Nintendo Switch games. Imagine Wii Fit Trainer on the Switch. It would make no sense. It feels kind of rough. Heavy bowgun instead of light bowgun. Okay, I think he's already poisoned. The demon ammo is a buff. I assume, and I don't think I can shoot myself with it. Oh, that reload's really slow. I know I can shield, actually. I need to shield. Okay, that shield didn't block. Maybe I don't have a shield. Okay, he's immune there. It's good to know. I hate this gun. It's just so slow. I know there's some sort of clash I think I should be able to do. The machine gun fires pretty good damage. Very limited. I'm gonna get exploded. That means... Oh. Are you gonna be unable... Well... Are you gonna avoid doing the new stuff until then? Avoid might not be the right word. Unable to, I don't know. Nope. Big explosion. Okay, so you'll be able to at least... Or maybe you already have, I don't know. Experiencing the true Street Fighter. This is really slow. Is what this feels like. Oh, he's not red, so he's not weak to my damage. That's annoying. He needs to heat up to be weak. Really hate these weak points. It's so slow. And you can't cancel out of the reload. You know, it'd be fun. Like, burn is annoying, you can clear it easily enough, but I think a burn, like a heal item, where you heal less, but you just pour the heal item over you just splash it across yourself, so you heal less, but you clear burn and similar external debuffs. Oh yeah, but I'm mostly just HP and clearance combined, with the visual design just being pouring the health potion over your head. I really hate how slow that reload is. Yeah, he's not even weak to being shot in the face. It's kind of impressive. Misclick. And that's an efficiency option. Put the weapon away. If I just start... If I only unload the machine gun fire and then switch to punching, that might actually be a good improvement to my DPS. Oh, I was lower HP than I thought I was. Well, the fight's almost over, so I should just finish it. I keep messing up the counter attack thing. I have to attack, you can't press X and then instantly do the focus mode trigger. You can only do it after a second combo component. You can't do it off after the first hit of the combo. And because I don't have the thing equipped, I can't do anything about it. I mean... It probably should be. I would even say they're sort of aware that people care more about Rei Dao. Because, like, the first Arc Tempered, and instead of doing, like, a group of 4, they just did Rei Dao first. It's like they clearly had more thought put into Rei Dao in general, I think.
Akuma wins.
Yeah, it was terrible. I think unload the ammo, then punch, then unload the ammo, then punch will actually go pretty well. A long sword, but that'd be a bad idea. Yeah, like, I mean, but I don't actually know what the cover art for Wilds is. It probably would have, like, if cover art equals who is, like, if cover art is sort of indicating the flagship, then if it probably is the expected one that whose name I can't remember off the top of my head. Oof, that's a big AoE. But I don't think it wouldn't be easy, I think, to make any individual of the apexes a or the flagship, because frankly, design-wise, the rest are fairly... Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of Arkfeld. I assumed it would be Arkfeld on the cover. Okay, that's a combo, kind of. Yeah, that counter's so bad. Doesn't even really give you an opening. Like, design-wise, I don't even think any of the other flagships stand out enough. Or, apexes stand out enough. Like, they're fun fight. Jindahad's a fun fight, but yeah, it's just so slow with the heavy bowgun, wow. But like, they don't have the story importance. And they also, I really think Uthduna is really boring. Like it feels like it could not be one of a set of 4 flagships without standing out for being nothing. So stay in this form because it's not burning. Oop. Mistimed. Need to restart. Oh yeah, they have groups. I just... Get away from the roar. Not far. Oh yeah. That's also kind of, those just are the elements in the game. It's not like if they're gonna do 4 monsters, it's not really much by way of options. For like kind of generic monsters. Okay, Switch to the gun again. Well, I do think the main... Like, they could be following the same design cues for sure. But, like... I didn't equip the stuff. Like, I'd say the... two of those are a bit of a stretch. Like, there's nothing beyond Fire Element. Glavenus and New Udra are totally different. And big monster is kind of a vague category. Okay, it doesn't auto-equip that. I don't know if they would... They probably wouldn't do anything that would be, like, easily described as just a redesign of an existing area. Okay, just get me out of here. I need to heal. Because people would complain. And they might not care if people did, but... like, expanding on existing concepts would make sense. Oh, okay. Run. Oh, yeah. This also has a limited gauge, which is always annoying. Two weapons with limited weakness gauge breaking is kind of a little annoying. Wait, I can combo that. I can't. Looks like I could combo that into a standing light punch. That hitbox is crazy. I mean, I feel like it probably... Well, no. I don't think it would be out of place if they decided that it could swim. Given its general shape. Because I don't think there's many monsters in the game where I would be like, oh, it's impossible. Like in a reality perspective, it's too big. Oh, cool KO.
Akuma wins.
Hey, I'm not really getting fast there. I think I just need to try to fight it with a better weapon. It's also... It would probably have back problems. Like the Dashins do. Like, I would personally expect it to, you know, potentially have issues. Okay, trying to actually fight it with the switch axe purely. If it goes poorly, doesn't matter. But like, any of the spider creatures in these games would probably not be able to support their own weight. But almost like the physical side of it is hand-waved already within the world. Like... What do hydraulics say against giant spiders and such being impossible? I don't think the issue with giant spiders is the flow of everything. It's just the sheer mass of like their structures. Okay, not even attacking me. He missed. Oh, but even giant spiders back then were only like the size of a cat. Like they weren't anywhere near the size of the monsters in this series. Like I'm pretty sure at least the issue is that their chitin and whatever would just be too much at that scale for how big they are. And maybe stuff could scale differently, I don't know. Well, I don't think the Monster Hunter world justifies stuff by having lots of oxygen. It has magic. Or, you know, fantasy, whatever, that isn't technically magic, but... That was a terrible reload to go for. I should have just gone for this. Early. Well, I mean, a realistic Monster Hunter game, the largest monsters would probably be, like, I don't know, Titanosaur sized. If maybe a little bigger or different in other ways. Probably nothing on the scale of Dolometer. There would be nothing that produces fire or lightning from its mouth. There could be pretty dangerous flying creatures. And you'd probably have to pull a lot from, like, prehistoric life as a basis for, like, justifying potential, like, extremes. I think I fail this mission again. I don't do it fast enough. Olivia's so good with the hammer. She's attacking its legs to not, you know, try to knock it out. Very helpful. There's no one there. It's hard to tell. What a good offset. Yep. So it just took a second on it, so Rather forgot it, and then nobody else knew where the phone was. You had to call it so that, oh, that's bad. You had to call it so that you would know where it was left to then give it so they could get their phone. Oh. Interesting. Oops. That would be unfortunate. Leaving just with the phone. And then following, well, it depends on precise context, but then you don't want to talk on a phone while driving.
KO. Akuma wins.
Yeah, I'm not doing this right now. All the more reason to peel away. Escape from the phone. Why did I even get here? Ah. Fanged beasts. Guess I'll do one. Oh, is that one or three quests? If it's one, I'll do it. If it's three, then I won't. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Like a proper large monster? Yeah, could be interesting. I don't know who Ferdinand is. I mean, when you account for the fact that Ukanlos is a flying wyvern, it could just be a flying wyvern. Or wyvern. Because it doesn't need to look like it can fly, just give it secret wings. Secretly have wings hidden on its sides or something, and then suddenly it can fly. You can now check the details of the endemic life you captured. Guess that's a new... What? I don't know what the point of that is. Other than just collecting stuff. I just like... I guess... I don't understand why they have each individual one that you caught. Because there's nothing to identify them. Like, oh, here's that flashfly I caught that I don't remember. Like, if there was, I don't know, you caught it here, like information, more information, it could be fun. But instead it's just a kind of a horrific list of, oh, I captured all these little creatures and they just sit here, live their lives, doing nothing. Suffering. Crying to be free. The basin needs more monsters. Like, the basin, I think, has the worst selection of quests. Sure, I can do that one. where you can see all the stuff you've captured flying around. And if you catch enough, it's just a swarm of flash flies and Amstrigians and such. Oh, this is cliffs. What? I thought that said basin. I guess I don't know how to read.
支給品が届いていますね。ぜひ使ってください。
That could be an interesting... It would... Like, what it would devolve into would be a chore, probably. But... as a system instead of the... existing, like, people give you stuff for free, setting up, like, a funny little farm with a bunch of different creatures that produces stuff for free could be fun.
はい。
Going to stop soon, but I wanted to see if I could do 3 quick quests in the cliffs. The issue is the cliffs don't have many... Oh, not cliffs. Basin. The basin doesn't have that many fun quests. This was the basin. I guess I accidentally moved over to that one. Krenodath. Like, I think the basin feels... I should be wearing different armor, but the basin feels kind of overlooked. Like, Liberia is not amazing, but it has a lot of stuff to hunt. But I don't think Liberia is bad, I just... The plains, I think, kind of feels like the best biome. Like, it was carefully planned out and all the stuff there is suitable. It all fits well. The cliffs, I don't like the cliffs either. That's because it's all close quarters. That's not monster diversity. Don't run away, Krenodath. I'm here to beat you up. Like, Basin could do with a lot of additional monsters. I guess you don't... I don't know if I've seen a Basin Arkveld. And that might be part of the issue. That there's no, like, Arkvelds and such. Where the cliffs have Arkvelds, Liberia might? I can't remember. The plains definitely do. I guess to me the issue, Ajarakan is kind of not important enough of a monster. Rompopolo is a low tier monster. Gravios is okay, but I don't love it. I guess it just has the list of monsters that I like the least. I don't love the forest, but it's nice to look at. Oh wow, Framey. Line up, please. Ooh, that random like boomerang looking hit. Quick paralysis, very convenient. What? Like, the basin's all about fire. And the oil. I mean,
Akuma wins.
I can never remember its name. But the like I'm gonna call it the Skull Hydra. Would fit. It could probably even be implemented if they were willing to change its fight. I can't remember his name. Gen Yu, fun monster, design. Should really be able to remember its name.
皆さんから話を聞いてきました。気になるものはある？
I want to craft that thing that I'm not going to use. This one.
じゃあ作ろうか。さあ、完璧。また任せて。
Theory, a couple more basin quests. So Skull Hydra works. So let's go hunt a random Rathian. And then a lot of fire monsters fit, but it's also kind of fine. Cave monsters. Kezu. Kezu's more of an ice cave, though. Like an oil basin variant on Kezu, where it drips oil. And instead of electricity, it burns. I do not think, you know. Okay, it's not going to switch it unless I attack it, so I'd just rather go to the Rathian now. I think a fire Kezu could work. Most of its attacks could easily be modified to be fire. There's not enough flat ceilings for Kezu, but they can make it clip into stuff weirdly. Yeah, I'm too far away slightly. Light bowgun feels so much better than heavy because you can actually dodge. Does have, I think, heavy bowgun has a decent wound break. The light bowguns is rough. Too aggressive there. Don't know how I missed that. Okay, stopped hitting the button, so it aimed low. Unfortunate. Maybe there's a follow-up to that I'm not doing. Oh, I can burst fire the poison ammo. Kinda cool. Or rapid fire, not burst. Not much else. I have very low expectations for the sticky ammo. Because it's not a sticky ammo gun, so it's going to be very slow and not worth the damage. Okay, not that much of an issue. Recalling that's pretty rough. I would have been blasted there if I was a heavy bow gun. What is... Oh, Gyps arrows, okay. Please don't flash me. I can't hit the wing. It's so hard to hit. I mean, I imagine it would be popular in Japan if it's, you know, it's sort of super well-known classic. It would probably be popular. And I mean, if the... When did the new movie release? Because, like, if it's recent enough, I could imagine there being reason for it. Oh, big, giant creature. Well, I can't catch that, can I? I'm riding my buddy. Can I shoot it a little further up? Maybe he will come down a little? I don't know what the statistics are, though. Like, if... I mean... I don't know if Mega Man's even that popular. Like, I don't know what the difference in popularity of Mega Man is with the demographics of Monster Hunter. I'm just thinking Mega Man because I know there was a Mega Man basic event. Okay, this guy's never coming down. It's not worth it. There was like a basic collaboration in Rise. I think it could maybe work. it would be really cool if they were like, if they were somehow able to make like a giant hunter versus giant version of a monster. I think that would be really fun. It would all be, you know, functionally the same as a normal hunt, but like everything else being made smaller to just make it look like a giant hunt could be funny. Oop, I got exploded. Yeah, that was actually a good weakness break for once. I mean, if the... I don't know how successful that movie's been. But I mean, in either direction. I mean, it is a matter of demographics, probably. Because it could be good advertising for the movie if it's the correct age demographic. Where there's definitely, I'm assuming, more overlap between Street Fighter and Monster Hunter than a animated Ultraman movie. In the West, at least. Oh, bad. And that still wastes the ammo. At least most of the West. I don't know about, like... Apparently a lot of anime stuff's very popular in France, with a broader audience, I think. Or at least it was in the past. And it's not anime, but it's a similar... This cultural impact. Well, I mean animated movie, but like the Ultraman in general. Oop, directly into the fireball. That was pretty okay. Okay, I just need to pick a really quick basin quest. One more quest. I think blasting a Rumpopolo will be pretty fun. is the Rumpopolo is fairly long and fairly squishy. Those creatures are weird. There's 3 Rumpopolo here. I'm just here for their buddy. I'm not here for them. Stepped forward too much while shooting there. Interesting. Damage numbers are very satisfying on this. Just trying to maintain the hyper aggressive fighting sort of persona. I wonder why they picked Akuma as the character. I wonder whether they felt that it was the most fitting character. Or if like they're like, oh, the minor contrast between the two, you know, personalities of a hunter and a demon possessing a man's body. I do find the whole, like, complaining about Akuma hunting the monsters a little bit goofy. I mean, it's just a one-off little story, so it's not like it's really anything deeper than that, but I mean, I have no idea, because yeah, like, I think the hardest part think other than some specific anomaly stuff, it didn't... Other than like 1 or 2 monsters, it wasn't crazy hard. It's like, I imagine it could easily be a similar difficulty. But then you add the like weird anomaly super high level element, and then it becomes a lot harder, but just because of raw numbers.
では戻りましょうか。
I thought the update said that they'd changed how stuff showed up. But it feels the exact same. Maybe I'm not high enough hunter rank for it to change anything because, I don't know, they're weird. I mean, maybe. Maybe they have rules like everything that's pitched they ignore because then people can't claim it was their idea. Could do those quickly, but I'd rather stop. I'm gonna switch to the Akama and then wrap up. I personally think the display is so unimportant that it's fine if it's just quick. What about Title Update 3? I mean, there hasn't even been a Title Update 2 yet. I think. And we don't know a lot about it. Like the an improved endemic life thing. Ooh, Lagiacrus, and layered weapons are Title Update 2. Still don't know why they didn't have layered weapons in the release, but I really wonder why they didn't have them on release. Like, is it somehow it was hard to put in? I mean, then it's entirely possible that it will release. I don't know. I mean, they'd have to have a reason to scrap it, probably. It's like I've walked on my toes instead of walking on flat feet before, but that's weird on this guy here. The way that the feet and the ankle is set up, they walk very weirdly. Because the ankle doesn't bend at all. They bend at the knee, and then their entire ankle is stiff. Very odd. I guess bird-like. I mean, no one can know if it is scrapped until it is either said that it's scrapped or it doesn't show up ever. I mean, I have to be honest. I think Frenzied Monsters just being a small story note and then forgotten would be completely acceptable. Oh wait, I wanted to just eat that meal before I stopped. Like, as they are now, they might as well not exist. In which case, it's easy to forget they exist and they don't detract from the game at least. Or like, I guess I would take them doing nothing and it being irrelevant over it becoming like an afflicted monster level grind. Which it probably wouldn't, even if they changed it. Wait, this might be the best looking food. Oh, the thumb. The thumb's clipping through the food completely because they did not design this for this armor set. The hands are too big. I mean, I wouldn't be completely shocked if they didn't add Shigara Magala to the base game. It'd be easy to add it, I assume, if they already have gore, so there's not much reason not to, other than to make people want to buy the DLC. It's like they don't have a good reason to not add it. That ratio is so bad. That's probably worth swapping. For actually a bunch of jewels that are good to get here, but I'm gonna skip them. And imagine if they do have a storyline, it's probably going to be very quick and simple. Just because it's side content at this point. One piece of water. Okay, I know that. Interesting. Oh. Interesting. I didn't expect that. Don't do that. Default. I wish I could change this armor specifically without changing the layered armor that I had equipped. I could, probably. My palico looks awful. I should stop for today. Hope you have a nice night. Don't yell, cat. Yeah. Bye-bye.